Decepticons, attack!
Hey everyone, Soundwave here. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Studio Series 109 Leader Class Concept Art Megatron. So, as always, we'll take a quick look at the box. So, right up front, we have a glorious 3D render there of Megatron looking all menacing and evil, just as Megatron always does. Studio Series 109 Concept Art Megatron, big Transformers logo on the side here. On the side of the box, we have Megatron, and I love the artwork here for these concept figures. On the other side of the box, we have a close-up of Megatron. He is a leader class A leader, class A leader. Up on the top of the box, we got Transformers Bumblebee. On the bottom, we have your basic product details and a barcode. And on the back of the box, you have your basic product shots. You got robot mode, tank mode, jet mode, concept art, Megatron, Cybertron Falls, and a brief bio if you want to read that. And that is basically it for the box. And moving right along here, we have concept art Megatron as he would have appeared in the Bumblebee movie, which he didn't. But this is an awesome figure, and so here he is in his tank mode. So let's get up close on the details. So we got some nice silver there, some nice paint metallic silver all throughout the tank. Got a nice barrel there which can rotate on the turret, and it can move up and down. You got silver, this nice silver along with some nice gunmetal gray sprinkled throughout. Nice blacks through the treads, and the treads have been beautifully detailed and sculpted as well. There's the back, it's kind of hollow, and there's the bottom. You can see his face there. No rolling wheels, unfortunately, which I've seen a lot of people complain about. Yeah, I kind of wish they had included rolling wheels on the tank treads too. But there you have that. For size comparisons in the tank mode, here he is with Voyager class Optimus Prime, Deluxe class Transformers 1 Megatron, Voyager class Age of Extinction Galvatron, Voyager class Shockwave, and Leader class Dark of the Moon Megatron. So there you go. So that is basically it for the tank mode. And as far as accessories go, he only includes the one accessory, which is the cannon right here. But we'll show that off when we get to robot mode. So now let's get this guy into his jet mode. So to transform Megatron into his jet mode, you're going to want to take the cannon here. Just remove that and set it off to the side. You're going to take the arms, just split them up, undo all of this, and just fold it back. Take the chest, fold it down, rotate the head around, then fold it back. Take the nose cone section, fold this out, and fold these two panels in. Now we're going to work on the legs. So we're going to take the legs and just collapse them into the body there. They should snap in at two separate points. Yep, there we go. We're going to take this wing section right here, fold this all the way out. Undo this section right here, which just tabs in right there. Take this tread section, fold it around. And take the tank tread, collapse that in. All of this will just come in and tab in like that. I'm going to take this section right here, fold this out. Then you're going to want to rotate the leg at the thigh, as well as rotating. Okay. You want to just take the leg, rotate it. You're going to want to make sure that You're going to want to make it so that the leg is in this orientation right there, which can be kind of tricky to do on camera. Then you're going to want to take the foot section, collapse it down, and then there's a tab which will fit into a slot in the bottom of the foot. And that will just solidify that into place. Take this right here, and the skirt will just tab into the leg there. And there you have a leg all done. Now, let's do the same for the other leg. And those are the legs fully transformed. So now we're going to want to take this entire chest, this back section right here, fold this down, and it will just accordion in on all of these different hinges. You're going to make sure the arms feed through there, and make sure all of this, you might want to undo the legs first. There we go. Then all of this will just clip into the back right there, and you can just redo the legs. Make sure the legs stay plugged in. There we go. And now for the arms. Now there's a certain way that I like to do the arms. It may not be this way in the instructions, but this is how I like to do it. So you're going to want to have this hinge facing towards the back of the jet. Then you're going to want to have the elbow joint facing the exact same way. And this tab right here will plug into a slot right there on the leg there. Make sure, and then make sure all of that is nice and straightened out. I'm going to do the same thing for the other arm. Just fold that in and fold that. Just make sure all that tabs in. And there we go. We are at the home stretch. Then we're going to take the cannon. We're going to collapse this double hinge in. You're going to want to make sure that this is popped out ever so slightly. Then you're just going to want to take this post, and then we'll plug into this port right there on the arm there. And then for the last step, you're just going to want to make sure that this tab right here sits in a notch in the crotch plate there. And there you go. There we have Megatron in his jet mode. And it's a very good looking Cybertronian jet mode. I gotta say, I love it. I really do. So, and I'm not really going to go over the details too much because they're basically the same details that you see in the jet mode. Not a whole lot of new stuff is revealed, except for that nice red there for the cockpit windscreen. Got these nice spikes here. Got the nice thrusters, which are beautifully detailed and sculpted. The wings are the wings are just an unpainted gray plastic. Wish the wings could have been painted in like some kind of cool silvery paint. And there's the bottom, pretty clean underside for a Cybertronian jet mode. And of course, the cannon in this jet mode is still blast effect compatible, so you can have Megatron firing away at some unfortunate Autobots there. So there you have that. Now for some jet mode size comparisons. Here he is with Voyager class Starscream. Would you stay? Yeah, forget it. Here he is with Voyager class Starscream. Here he is with Voyager class. Oh, Jesus, cannon fell off. Here he is with Voyager class Soundwave. And this might be a hard comparison to show off, but here he is with Commander class Jetfire. So there you go. Now let's get down to the main event of this review. Let's get this guy into his robot mode. To transform Megatron into his robot mode, we're going to come back to the underside and take the cannon, and we're just going to set it off to the side. Then we are going to take the arms, just untab them from the side, leave them up like that. Take the front skirts, just fold them up, and we're going to fold the legs down. We're going to rotate them like this, and then rotate them again at this joint, so that way we can have them straightened out for the next few steps. I'm going to take this, the foot, just untab it. We want to take the thruster assembly, untab it as well, fold the foot out, fold this up, collapse it into the leg, and it will just tab in like so. take the wing, fold it in, and fold it in again. There we go. Then you're going to want to take these skirts and just straighten them out like that. You have the leg all done, so let's do the same with the other leg. Go. Go. And then once you have both legs transformed the same way, we're going to up because he's going to start to get tall. We're going to fold the arms out. We're going to take these panels right here, fold them out, fold this in, fold that in, close that up, untab this entire back assembly, just fold it down, take this assembly right here, fold it down. Nope. And then you're going to want to take it back and just accordion in all these hinges. And these two tabs on each side will go into slots right here on the inside of the chest. So you just want to snap all of that into place. Take the arm, straighten it out, open this panel up, fold out the hand, close it up. Do the same with the other arm. Take this panel up. There we go. Pull out the hand, close that up. Get him nice and situated. And there we go. There we have concept art Megatron in his robot mode.
I love it!
I love this robot mode. There's no other way to say it. I love this robot mode. He looks so good. So let's get a closer look on that fantastic head sculpt right there. Got those nice red beady eyes. Oh my god, I love this. I love this so much. His face is just so well detailed and sculpted, but my only complaint, and it's not even major, is I wish they would have pronounced his mouth more. Like, you can't really tell where his mouth is, but that is such a minor complaint given the awesome nature of this head sculpt. Moving down, we got some nice shocks in the forearms. Got the nice Decepticon symbol, which is beautifully painted along with this nice silver chest plate. Coming up to the back, very clean transformation. And he is like not hollow whatsoever. I love the way that the jet mode and the tank mode fold up nicely into his legs. Oh, he's just such a good figure. As far as articulation goes, the head is on a ball joint, so you can wiggle it around. You can look up a decent amount, and he can look down. You can look down if you undo this panel right here. But, you know, his head can do a full 360. The arms can rotate. They can do a full 360. They can move in and out. Do have butterfly joints. Do have bicep rotation. Have a little over 90 degrees of bend at the elbow. Does have elbow rotation, wrist rotation, and the hands are basically the same as 86 Prime, where the index finger is on 2 separate hinges as well as the other 3 fingers. He does have a waist rotation, but no ab crunch, but at this point that is pretty much asking for too much at this point because of how well he can pose already. Front skirts can move out of the way to accommodate the legs can move forward that far. He can do some high kicks. They can go back that far, outward. You can do the full splits and then some. Got thigh rotation, over 90 degrees of bend at the knee. I wish these knee pads would have locked in somehow. The feet, they can move up, can move down, and you do have ankle tilt there. So he's basically as posable as a Marvel Legends figure in robot mode. Now let's move back to the fusion cannon, because there's a couple things you can do with the fusion cannon, such as you can plug it on to his back for storage,
or
having the fusion cannon store on the back, but having it store as you would with a traditional rifle accessory.
Or
Configuring the fusion cannon to make a shoulder cannon that would even give Soundwave a run for his money. Or just simply having the fusion cannon plug onto his arm, as Megatron often has his fusion cannon plugged onto the arm. And he does look pretty good with the fusion cannon attached. And the cannon is blast effect compatible. So you can just plug the blast effect onto the barrel, or whatever blast effects you may have. They will plug onto the barrel and work just fine. Now for size comparisons, we have a lot of figures to compare him with. So, first of all, here he is with Transformers 1 Megatron, and he is a tiny dude compared to concept art Megatron. Here he is with Age of Extinction Galvatron, which is just Megatron but in a new body. Here he is with Leader Class Dark of the Moon Megatron. He actually stood up this time. His knees are so loose. Here he is with Voyager Class Shockwave. With Voyager Class Prime. Voyager Class Soundwave. Voyager Class Starscream. And finally, Commander Class Jetfire. I just knocked him over. Commander Class Jetfire. And still, Jetfire just towers over him. Jeez. So, let's get Megatron back into his tank mode. Well, not his tank, his jet mode. So, to get Megatron back into his jet mode, you're going to want to take the fusion cannon, set that off to the side. Want to take the arms, make sure that the 3 fingers are going over the palm, otherwise the arm will not close up properly. Do the same for the other arms. Just make sure that those fingers are going over the palm. And then close that up. Then you're going to want to take the back on the tablet. Take this entire section, fold it up. Take the nose cone, fold it out, fold these 2 panels in, then you're going to want to take this entire back assembly and just clip it back into place. And now for the legs. So we're going to take these 2 side skirts and just fold them to the back. Take this leg, fold it out, take this leg, rotate it around, take the wing, fold it out, unclip the leg, fold this thruster out, and then tab it in, fold out the spike, fold in the foot, collapse the leg, make sure that tabs in, then tab the leg into the front skirt there. And now let's do the same for the other leg. Now that we have both legs transformed, we're going to put them down here, and now just remember the orientation that I told you earlier in the video. Have this part facing forward and have the elbow joint facing forward. That way you can just tab this in. Same with the other arm. Make sure all of that is nice and tabbed in. There we go. And then for the fusion cannon, you're going to want to undo this, rotate it around, tab it back in, make sure this section is folded out. And there we go. And then once all that is said and done, there we have Megatron back in his jet mode. And to get him back into tank mode, I'm going to take the fusion cannon, just set that off to the side. Then we're going to take the arms, fold them up. Take these sides and front skirts, fold them up. Going to take all this, just undo that. Then this is the scariest part of the entire transformation because of how much force you have to use. Just going to take this and just pry it out on that double hinge. The same with the other leg. Now let's work on this leg. So we're going to take this section right here, just fold that up. Take the thruster, fold it in, collapse the leg in, and then this tab will go into a slot right here on the bottom of the foot. Fold the leg in, fold this up, and there we have a leg all done. Now let's do the same with the other leg. Once you have both legs transformed, we're going to turn our attention to this upper section right here. want to take these panels, fold them up, take this section right here, fold it up, make sure the head is rotated around, fold it back up, and you're going to want to take the nose cone section and just collapse it in, fold that up. You want to take the back section right here, just accordion it out. Then you're going to want to take the legs, just make sure that the first thing you're going to do is you're just going to want to make sure that this skirt assembly is looking like this. We'll take the legs, fold it up, very reminiscent of the Revenge of the Fallen Megatron transformation. Tab and slot, boom. Do the same with the other leg. Tab and slot, boom. And you're going to want to make sure that these wings are pushed all the way in, like so. And now we are at the home stretch, so we're going to make sure that this back section clips in here. Then you're going to want to take this section right here and just give it a little push. There we go, and that should clip in like so. You want to take the arms, collapse them in. You want to fold this. You want to make sure that the elbow joint is facing like this, facing this way, and you're going to want to make sure that this peg, this port is facing inwards. And I want to make sure that both arms are lined up the same way. Then we can take the fusion cannon, fold this down, rotate the barrel around, and you're just going to want to peg these two sections together, fold the turret down, and last but not least, you're going to want to make sure that these two sections clip together in the back. And there we have Megatron back in tank mode. And the last thing to talk about is the included display base that came with the box. Basically the same display base that we got. Actually, no, that's actually a different display base. I thought it was, for the longest time, I thought it was the same display base that came with Starscream, Soundwave, and Shockwave. And we can take Megatron and just pop him on there and have him ruling over Cybertron. So there was my review on Studio Series Concept Art Megatron, and he is a fantastic figure in every single way. I know I keep saying that with a lot of my reviews, but I cannot mean it more than I do with this figure. He is a blast to pose, transform, and overall he's an amazing figure. My only gripe is that I wish these knee pads would have plugged in more securely instead of just moving with the knees. But I think that's pretty much it, so don't forget to check out my other reviews, and I will see you in the next one.